We are live. How y'all doing? Hope you're all having a great day. I'm just gonna live stream for just a little bit. There was a new solo mode that was just released in Master Duel with the Vendreads, and I thought it was very appropriate because one, it's spooky season, and then two, the story is actually quite interesting, kind of like Batman. So, with the concrete jungle of high-rise buildings, the people hustled and bustled among the sleepless city nights. However, that was a long time ago. The darkness that shrouded the sky above turned the world into one that would never see morning come again. And with the darkness came monsters that had threatened the peace of the city, the Vendreads. The Vendread started as corpses that crawled out of their graves, except their bodies had transformed as something grotesque. Without a single shred of their memories from their past life, or any will of their own, they would wander the streets at night and attack any living human or animal in their path, guided only by their instinct. No firearm, tank, or any sort of modern weaponry could defeat these creatures. What's worse, anyone and anything that was unfortunate enough to become a victim of a Vendread will become one themselves. The Vendread threat was like a match thrown into a forest, spreading fear like an uncontrollable blaze. As the undead continued to rapidly multiply, those remaining of flesh and blood scrambled fruitlessly for a solution. The Vendread horde soon made their way to the hastily built wall that served as the sole line of defense for the living. Among them was a young man who had also lost his life to the undead. He was no different from the other Vendreads, wandering the same shrouded city with the same mindlessness. But as luck would have it, one day as the young man continued to drift about mindlessly, he came across a young woman who had been carried off by the Vendreads. His mind had already long faded, or it should have, but as his eye caught the locket that hung from the woman's neck, something stirred within him. Memories of his past life began to flood into his head in a great crashing wave. He knew the woman with the pendant before him. She had once been the love of his life. His mind twisted and turned into a deep sadness, with a desperate sadness, as he realized that his love was no longer of this world. That sadness soon boiled over into a seething rage and hatred for the Vendreads that robbed her of her life. As his mind dragged itself out from the bogs of its undead depths, a flame of hatred ignited his heart. The violent burst of emotion tore his body apart, and with unbearable pain, as it began to transform and rebuild itself into something much stronger. When the transformation ended, the man steadied his uneven breath and stood up. He took the locket and hung it around his neck so he could keep the memory of his beloved close by, and then he spoke into the silent night. "I swear, I will vanquish every last one of these walking corpses, if it's the last thing I do." And thus the new agent of vengeance was born. He was the Vendread who would hunt the other Vendread. Vendread Slayer! This was the beginning of the lone Revenger's fierce battle. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and play this. And then we're going to practice and I guess have a duel. Even in that day, the living struggled bravely from within the city wall to keep alive. The Vendread horde that pursued the living pushed against the barrier like crashing waves. It showed no sign of ever stopping. Their numbers seemed to not only be going up, too. They continued to groan and wail deep into the night, day after day. The terror was too much. The citizens were finding it harder and harder to keep sane under these horrific conditions. But then, a single shadow loomed over the horde. A shadow darted forth and cut down a Vendread with a single swoop, quick as lightning. But he didn't stop there. Any Vendread that dare stand in his way would be stabbed, hit, kicked, and knocked down. They would have their limbs and rotting flesh torn, twisted, and ripped from their bodies. And once the shadow had finished hunting down every last walking corpse that plagued the city wall, it disappeared back into the darkness as quickly as it appeared, and not even sparing a single moment to look back at the crowd he had just saved. But the Vendread Slayer was not interested in being a hero. All he wanted was revenge, and he would not stop at anything to destroy any Vendread that entered his line of sight. But regardless of his intentions, the fact was that he had swooped onto the scene like a bolt from the blue and defeated all the Vendreads. To the survivors, he was a single ray of hope. Word of the mysterious undead hunter began to spread quickly throughout the city. As the nights continued, he too continued his battles. However, the Vendreads weren't going to stand for being hunted down so mercilessly. With the carnage, the undead began to change. Up until now, the humans and animals that turned into Vendreads had stayed about the same physical size as they had been when they passed. That was one of the main reasons the survivors had been able to keep the horde back with just their average human strength. However, now that the Vendreads are being pursued by the relentless executor in the form of a Vendread Slayer, they began to feel threatened. Some of them even began to merge with each other to create a bigger Vendread. Few words could describe how grotesque it looked, and people began to name it after a certain multi-headed beast of legend. They called it Vendread Chimera. The creature would threaten the safety of the people beyond the wall for many more nights. It possessed the powers and strengths of numerous Vendread, and even the Slayer was beginning to have trouble fighting it. Every time they battled, the Slayer could only just manage to fight it off. He was never successful in completing silencing it. However, the more they fought, the more weaknesses were uncovered. The Slayer found that within Chimera, there lay a core that governed all of its actions. The Slayer charged at the core and threw all his strength into it, destroying it. And finally, the Chimera crumbled into a pile of rotting flesh and bones. At first, it seemed the Slayer's do-or-die attack has ended things once and for all, with the agglomeration of animosity that was the Chimera, but the tragedy would only further unfold from here. The clash of the undead would only escalate further and further into something beyond human comprehension. All the survivors could do was pray that one day the Vendread could be vanquished and dawn would break once more over their city. Nice. Alright, let's practice with some hero merges. I am going second. Alright, let's learn about the Vendreads. Don't they work with rituals? I'm almost pretty sure they work with rituals, right? Ah, Vendread Origin. Summoning Vendread Hound Horror. Okay. Activate Vendread Origin, Ritual Summon Vendread Slayer. Hey, it's Vendread Slayer. Okay. Due to being... has gained an effect to banish a spell or trap on the opponent's field. Okay. I will do that. Oh, I banish. Oh, that was Sakuretsu armor. I think he gains attack, right? When battling an opponent's monster. Oh, okay. I want to. I'm in the process of doing it now. And goodbye. Oh, he keeps that attack. Interesting. Goodbye. I have accrued a hero emerges. Somber the Dark. Alright. Oh, I have the cards I need in my hand already. Okay, so... Okay, then we'll revenge our Vendread horror or origins. Bring out Slayer. What do you want to do? You can discard one Vendread card, special summon this card, but banish it. Yeah, sure. I can bring out Ooh, I can bring out Sucker. I'll just end from there. No. Goblin zombie. Okay, so what can you do? Okay, we will put these two together for Soccer. Soccer's effect should have activated. Vendread Union. Okay, let's just go ahead and battle. You'll get to add another Revenants, okay. Go to main 2. And then I can use her effect. Target you. And then I get to draw a card. Oh, summon it to your opponent's side? Oh wow, that sucks. How about now? Oh, called by, huh? Uh-oh. Oh. Wait! Stop. You can stop now. Holy crap. Oh, you can stop. Yes. Haha! I don't go anywhere! Now, sucker, lets me draw a card! Oh, this sucks for you. Foolish Burial. Well, let's activate Foolish Burial. And dump everyone's favorite zombie monster. Card destruction. Get rid of that hand, boy. I'm gonna activate Gozuki's effect. Hound Horror. Next, we will activate Mizuki. And summon Gozuki. And then we use your effect. And we'll do this. And then I can special summon you. Oh, look, I gotta special summon you. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, Yugioh! Prepare to die. 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 Oh no, say it isn't so. You're gonna probably kill my soccer, but... No, my soccer. That's too bad. You don't get to have Spell and Trap card. That's too bad. Now you die. 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 Die now. Die now. Oh, put him back in that grave. Oh, I got to use Mizuki again. I wonder, am I gonna bring out soccer? Yes, I am. Oh, your attack is now 0. Time to say goodbye! Ba da 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 da. I win. Wow, I got Sombra the Dark. What do I want to do? You know what? I think it's time to chaz it up. Not really. Let's just play some Sun Avalon, baby. Let's go. Let's go, you little dick. Yeah. I do need to throw the Rikas in here. This is not great. Okay, maybe I don't play this. just edit this then. And get Rika. Rika Petal. We're going to drop this. We're going to get rid of you. We need one Rika sheet. We do need an access code. We don't need the dries. I definitely don't need the Dryonomy. But what I do need is I need the Rikas. So let's get Teardrop, Strenna. Do we want 2 Strenna? No. We need Rika Glamour. We need Mudon times 2. Do I want 2 Mudon? Or Primula? I think we only need 1 Primula. And then we want Aroma, Seraphy, Jasmine. There we go. We need you. Alright, let's get making. Alright, now we need the Rika Glamours. I do not need the Mordell. I do not need the Sunvine Maiden. I do not need you. I think this is pretty good. We don't need the Miracle Fertilizer. Don't need the Twin Twisters. Alright, now... let's throw Nib in here. Cyber Sketchet, get out. I'm not looking to play you. Ever. Okay, I need to make Strenna. We need to make 2 Glamour. And we should have enough to make a Teardrop. And Seraphy Jasmine. Perfect. Perfect. We could grab... I feel like one more Thrasher. Actually, no. too bad Dancian isn't in this game, because that'd be really good right about now. Oh, that's right. I have a Royal Rare Tornado Bird. That is right. I forgot I had that. Okay, so let's make one more Strana. Okay, there we go. Now let's try it. Bring it on. Sun Avalon Rika is finally here. All that I need is Rika Kong Kong. Okay. We could Pot of Extravagance. Let's go ahead and do that first. I think I only need one card. My Seraphy. Oh, that sucks. Okay, we'll set Bloom. If a monster you control is tributed, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, let's go ahead and summon you. Go into Dryas. Activate Dryas. Go grab... Shrine. Activate Shrine. Send Primula. Activate Shrine. Go grab you. And... And we could go to a 2, but I think right now this is good enough. Okay. Sure. How about now? Oh, why'd I do that? That was very stupid. Okay, maybe this deck isn't the best to play against this. I just want to get through this as quickly as possible. Fine, you wanted to play this way? Fine, we'll just play Sharky Shirks. Alright, we gotta get through this as quickly as possible. Because I work in about an hour and a half, so... Oh... Wow, this sucks. I don't normally brick with this deck, but... Oh no! Come on, give me my Buzzsaw Shark. Lifeless works. And then when he special summon, I get to EA. He becomes a level 4. Yes, baby! We will dump right hand shock. And go for the Kraken Lock, baby! Oh, that's too bad. I go to battle now. I kill you. I go to me too in a pace. Yay! You suck! Oh. Wait. Stop. There's no need. There's no need for that. Yeah, I'm not gonna allow you to... End phase. Excellent. Oh. Monster Reborn. I use Stealth Kraken's effect. Oh, that's right. If it's not originally water, they can only summon one monster. Ooh, that's good. Wait. Stop. Why? Why? I could go to Zeus. I could have, but... Pyramid Turtle, huh? Cute. Wait, did you want me to kill that? Oh no, it's only a bat by battle. Time to die! Number 4 Stealth Kraken! Da 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 da! Me! Alright. Ooh. That thing looks terrifying. After a long, bitter struggle, Vendread Slayer would finally destroy the Vendread Chimera threat. No one could predict that this defeat would only bring more dreadful threats. One day the Slayer felt a menacing presence like never before, overflowing with an unabating grudge. He immediately headed toward it, determined to find the source. He saw that the wall had been broken through, even though it had been held up well against the Chimera threat. The wall and the scavenged armored vehicles that were taking the brunt of the attacks were destroyed, and the countless people were found slain. The Vendread horde had a different leader now. It was much larger than the Chimera had been, and was clad in heavy armor. Enveloping it was a thick and ominous aura of resentment. It was Vendread Battlelord, and it had been born for the grudges of all the Vendreads that the Slayers had defeated. Their collective hunger for vengeance against the Slayer had combined into a frightening force, and wherever the Battlelord went, it would leave a trail of death and destruction behind. It was one lone fighter's wish to eradicate the Vendread against the Horde's desire to crush their executor. Their rage came to an end, and thus another clash to the death began. The Battlelord's might was far more tremendous than the Slayer could have ever imagined. Not only could it absorb the surrounding Vendread, but also those who had lost their lives at the scene. The Battlelord had a steady supply of fodder, and it only grew more powerful as time went on. No matter how strong the Slayer's desire for revenge was, his blade stood no chance against his foe. He pushed and tried everything he could to gain the upper hand, but in the end, he was overwhelmed by the Battlelord's immense strength. Oh no! Not revenge that Slayer! Get up, Slayer, get up. You can do it. Vendread Slayer lay limp on the ground. One sec. Wounded and battered like he was a rag doll that had been flung aside. Vendread Battlelord picked the small hunter in his enormous hands. Then, just as it had done to the other Vendreads and the fallen victims, it reached its other hand towards the Slayer's chest to absorb its power. The Slayer's consciousness was sinking into nothingness fast, but then the faint glint of his locket caught his eye. That tiny gleam was enough to remind him that his mission was not yet over. With all his conviction renewed, the flame in his heart lit up once more. No wound on his body could stop him now. The Slayer mustered all the strength he had left, and right before the Battlelord could absorb his power, he plunged his hand into the Vendread's chest and ripped out its core. Holding the core, the Slayer began to feel a new surge of energy. His body was absorbing the hateful power that the Battlelord had possessed. The tides were turning, with the Battlelord's power flowing into the Slayer now. Its body started to crumble. However, just as the Slayers began to think the fight was finally over, the core, struggling for survival, brushed against the Slayer's pendant with the stray hand. The Battlelord's remains, along with the Vendreads that surrounded him, began to transform. They all began to take the form of a woman that the Slayer cherished in his previous life. With that single touch of the locket, the core had sensed the remaining dregs of the Slayer's love and sought to destroy his morale with it. The Slayer froze. Was this a dream? No, this was not a dream. He shook his head, trying to remind himself that the love of his life was already gone. This was a nightmare that was trying to ensnare him. He battled his fists in anger. How dare these scum disgrace the memory of his beloved! Oh my goodness. As his burning rage surged and finally exploded, he found himself transforming into a new form. With stronger powers, he had become the Vendread Executioner. Am I going to learn about Vendread Executioner now? I'm sure I probably will, huh? But first, we'll play with my deck. Oh, you lose. Let's see here. Oh, you get to go first? Well, that's fine, actually. I'm okay with this. Oh, okay. Vendread's charge. Okay. That's all you're gonna do? That's all you're gonna do? Hope you enjoy me OTKing you. Oh, Wall of Disruption. Okay. Let's take your monster. Thank you for Hound Horror. Next, I summon Lantern Shark. Then... Oh, wait, what? Oh, that can only if they're all water. Next! Oh, I screwed up. That's fine. Oh no! Drill Driver! Oh, I could have OTK'd you. Dang it. I screwed up. I screwed up big time. I shouldn't have been a Monster Reborn. I could have got two guys out. Oh. What are you doing? Oh, Vendread, come here. Okay. About that. Ow. Oh no, not core. No, stop it. No! Wait, what? Alright. I special summon. Now I normal summon. Do I wanna... And now... Oh, you get to add that back to hand? That's cute. Now I'm going to attack you. This deck kind of sucks. Just this one. Oh, they're playing. I did screw up. I could have had out Toad and everything and ended this already. Okay. Would you stop? Oh wait, you wanted me to do that. Oh crap, basket. You destroyed my stealth kraken! So I get 2 little babies! Sucks to be you. Oh, beautiful! Alright, we'll just recycle. I summon F-Zero Utopic Future! And now, Utopic Draco Future! Bye-bye! Which, I just got this card for my shark deck. Oh my god, guys. It's gonna be so good. Alright, let's try it with the regular deck, I guess. Let's go! Oh. Ooh. This is actually really good. Okay. Let's go ahead and dump Gozuki, because I know he's in here. Is he in here? He's not. Oh, wow, he's not. Yeah, this should activate. Because then I can do this. Send you to grave. Special summon you from deck. Normal summon you. Let's... Do I want to go soccer? Do we want to go... See, that's tough. Let's go... Soccer. Because then I could do this. Yep, then I get to draw. And then I can up it again. Do you want to go to Unicorn? Let's go Cerberus. Because now I can probably go to battle here. It's the Hound Horror. That's fine. We'll go to main 2. Let's go to Nightmare Unicorn. Let's use Nightmare Unicorn's effects. Return you back to deck and enter. See, I wanted to do so much more there, and I probably should... Ooh. I should have discarded the Mizuki. I didn't think about that. Okay. Core. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Discard you. Special summon you. Core. Banish you. And then normal summon you. And then let's give my guys piercing. Okay. Dang it. Oh, not Battle Lord. Crap. Dang it. Okay. Can't do too much, but... Okay. Don't know what that was about. Okay, now we go into... Do we want another link too? Apply the following effects based on the card types the monster this card points to. No. Oh, I thought I got piercing. Let's go to main 2 now. And go into Nightmare Phoenix. Are you serious? I can't. You can target face-up card this card points to, and one face loses attack. No. See, I'm gonna lose. Yeah, whatever. I should have put you face down. That was not smart on my part. Vendread Knights. Okay. Oh, cross sheet. Why cross sheet? Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's go into battle. This was the worst. I have no big boss that I can go to, really, in this deck. Core, okay. Goblin zombie. They're gonna attack in? Oh, I was gonna say, that'd be dumb. Okay. Let's just kill you. Another goblin zombie, huh? I thought Gozuki would be in this deck, and that kind of screwed up my strat. Cause, like, if Mizuki's in here, you gotta have Gozuki, right? Like, you can't just have the one without the other. Oh, I probably need to do this. Yep. Alright, let's finish this story. Fueled only by his scorched hatred, Vendread executors sweep through the horde and cut down the false figures of his beloved, one after another. He had been fighting his foe for days. That could no longer be counted all alone. And after absorbing Vendread Battlelord, his grudge only grew bigger with his Vendread powers. It has barely begun kept in balance. It was barely being kept in balance with his human heart. His mind and his body had long been pushed past their limits. It was already a miracle that he was able to exist with both his life and death in one vessel. It didn't matter anymore if what remained of his humanity faded, or if his body fell apart. Nothing could stop him now. All he had on his mind was to fight, and fight, and fight. He threw everything he had into his single desires. Then, at long last, the Vendread horde moved no more. The battle had finally come to an end. The rays of the sun broke through the dark veil of the sky, illuminating the Slayer. Just how long had this war waged on for? City survivors squinted, unaccustomed to the bright light. But oh, what a joyous sight it was. No one ever thought they would see the end of this eternal night. But here, the sun was in all its glory. The Slayer could feel his body fade in with the light. He bent over to pick up the locket that had been taken from around his neck. All the Vendreads had been defeated. The darkness that engulfed the city was gone. But at the end of the day, he too was Vendread. And now, it was his time to go. Now that the undead threat had passed, with the endless nights the survivors were able to return to their peaceful lives. However, the grief of losing so many lives left an unmendable hole in their hearts. A lot of survivors also developed a fear of the night, and would be plagued by nightmares of the horrors that they had faced. Unbeknownst to them, a single shadow watching over them from atop the glowing skyscrapers. Just like he had saved the city, the survivors had saved him. Although Slayer was set out for revenge, he had still saved countless lives, and they all celebrated him as their hero. They were able to hold on to hope because of this lone fighter, and as the Slayer was slipping into the darkness on that fateful day, the survivors' kind hearts had pulled him back. Thus, he was able to remain in the mortal world, without disappearing like the other Vendreads. If the world ever fell into darkness again, he would surely swing his blade for them once more, but this time without the resentments he once harbored in his heart. If that time ever came, he would fight not for vengeance, but for peace, and to give the people courage and the hope when they needed it. Alright. Do I not have enough? How do I not have enough? Well, that sucks. Oh, I was... Oh, okay, yeah, I guess, I don't know how I don't have enough. Okay, I mean, whatever. Alright, well... I think that is a good enough, as time as any. I think I do still have a free pool, right? Do I still have a free pool in my shop waiting for me? I don't. But, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you all did enjoy, feel free, go ahead and hit that like button. We'll be back probably some point with the secret pack roulette. And I'll see y'all then, and as always, stay awesome, my Dark Knights.